Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. This morning, reading in Proverbs chapter 7, and you should read it. It has the conversation of what it looks like to be seduced. Now, the woman that's doing the seducing probably has her own issues. There's a reason she's doing what she's doing. And I'm not going to justify them. They're just as bad as the man who follows. But when we look at this, we get hung up with the fact that it's a woman seducing a man. And it's because Solomon's talking to his son. We need to remember that in today's world, this seduction goes both ways and is just as fierce and just as horrible. The reality is you get seduced by someone who is lacking something in their own lives, and they're going to suck the life out of you to try to fill that gap in their own life. The problem is, if you're seduced, it's because you willingly chose to go there. Solomon said, "My son, listen to me and pay attention to the words of my mouth," verse 24. 25 to the end of the chapter, and I'm going to change it up a little bit. Don't let your heart turn aside to seduction's way. Don't stray onto its path, for it has brought many down to death. Its victims are countless. Its house is the road to Sheol, descending to the chambers of death. Seduction can be sexual, but it can be almost anything else. The one most dangerous, though, is the one you take that has to do with a sexual interaction, whether it's with another person intimately or it's intimacy by yourself lusting after someone else, whether in your head or on the pages of a magazine or website. See, the reality is, if you're participating in pornography or you're masturbating, you're not interacting with just your personal partner, you are being led astray by a seductress, and it will lead to death. It's a slow death, guys and gals, but it will lead to death, and you need to remember that. It's not a new problem. King Solomon warned his son about it. King David, Solomon's dad, succumbed to it. So just know, and Solomon, he didn't have any control over it at all. He had 700 concubines and wives and crazy stuff, right? He knew what he was talking about because he'd been through it. So the reality is, guys, gals, hear me. When it comes down to seduction, it's still your choice whether you participate in it or not. And I know you don't want to hear that because you'd rather blame the other person. But it really is. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.